time you're going to use your body for something physical, something rigorous, something that requires effort, you generally want to stretch. You want to warm up, right? And there are a few ways that we can relax our bodies and warm up our bodies. We shake things. Oh God, that hurt. Ah, okay, that feels better, right? We shake things, right? We stretch. You know, there's no point in doing this if I'm not just going to completely commit to the feeling good part. So that was nice. So we stretch, right? And we massage. We can massage things. That's why we go get massages, so we can relax. And the same thing is true of your speech mechanism. Your speech mechanism needs to be warmed up. It's composed of your vocal cords, which are not something you can control, which phonate. They vibrate. They're like little rubber bands, and they're a little V. And when you blow air over them, they vibrate at a certain frequency, and that frequency is the pitch, depending on how much of your vocal cord is free to vibrate and how much of it is constricted. That was my nose. Anyway, but your vocal cords are attached to a larger muscular mechanism above it, and this is generally your articulation mechanism. It starts just above the voice box with your tongue, and your tongue is attached right here. If you find your voice box, which is a little bump on the front for men, and for women, you'll feel it on the front of your voice box. You just won't have an Adam's apple. And this is not like uniform across humanity. It's just generally so. If you find that cartilaginous box where your voice box is and put your finger just above it, you'll feel pressure on the back of your tongue. Your tongue is connected here, all the way just above the voice box. So there's muscle there. If you're speaking and you're tense and your muscles are tight in your tongue, it's going to affect your voice box. So let's talk about this in terms of stretching, shaking, and massage. And where I'd like you to start is with a massage. Take the heels of your hand, massage your jaw joint, and let it hang open. Let it just go slack. Good. Massage it. Good. And pull down along your jawline. Feel the tension away. Let your jaw hang. Just let it hang open, right? Do massage it again. It's good. Get all up in there. We carry so much tension here. Just shake. There you go. Massage it. Pull down along the jawline with a sigh. Voiceless sigh. Flow the tension away. Let your jaw hang there. Right? Lick your lips. And stretch your face into as wide a face as you can. You should feel it through your cheeks and your lips. And now make as tiny face as you can, like you're squeezing everything into a point on your nose. And big face. And little face. And big face. And little face. Now chew with your entire face and tongue, like you have a big piece of chewing gum. Now, chew in reverse. I don't know what that means. Just try it. Good. Funny faces are always fun. Back to the massage. Exhale. Good. Take the tip of your tongue. Put it behind the back of your bottom teeth. And on an exhale, impose your tongue and bring it back. You're going to curl your tongue out. Now, if you notice, my chin did not move. If you do this right, you're going to feel that stretch all the way down here. Good. And swallow between stretches. Good. Massage again. Let it hang open. Good. Take your hand and grasp them here. And as you exhale, I want you to shake and let your face flop around. One more time. Good. Now blow through your lips. All of this is one of the reasons we can't be doing this class in person. The amount of droplets formed during a vocal warm-up would fill the room, and if anybody was contagious, it's done. So now, let's go back through all of that, and let's add our voice to it. Massage. Jaw hang open. Sigh out, always from a high pitch to a low pitch, because it's relaxing. Just sounds relaxing. Do that as you massage and then pull down along your jawline. Good. Do it again. Good. Big face. Little face. Big face, big noise. Mwah! Little face, little noise. Big face, big noise. Mwah! Little face, little noise. Big face, big noise. Mwah! Little face, little noise. Now chew with your entire face and your voice. Mwah! 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 Reverse to now. 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 Relax. Swallow. Massage. Let's jaw hang open. Good. I'm avoiding using my hands. Ideally, I would sweep my hands down my face, but I'm not completely sure how clean my fingertips are. I had to get in the office. I used hand sanitizer, but I'm still really self-conscious about that. Okay, so you're letting it hang, right? Tongue curl. Now, in a relaxed open position, like this, if you just sigh out, you say ah, right? Oh, listen, that's such a relaxing sound. Now, what we're going to do when we curl our tongue out is we are going to interrupt or impose it into the ah. But when we bring it back, we want to end up back at ah. I'm touching my jaw. Okay, and swallow. Try it again. Good. Can you do it 3 times and bring it back? All in one breath. Good. Swallow. Relax. Massage. Good. Let your jaw hang. High pitch to low pitch. Laughing will interfere with it. Yeah, try it again. Good. And then finally, blow through your lips, high pitch to low pitch. Again. Good. Now, if you found that you weren't able to do some of those because you tried to blow through your lips and it came out this way, it means you are tense. So it means practice relaxing more. A lot of massage, a lot of moving your lips around, massaging your face to get your lips to relax. You might even take your pinkies and put them into your lips and stretch them and relax them and lick them and stretch them again and relax them and lick them to help loosen up your lips some. But generally, this is a good starting place for a warm-up. There are some other exercises that we'll do when we're talking about voiceover in class or speech in class. But a good vocal warm-up is a great thing to start with. That's for the articulators. For breath strength, there are other exercises. That's a different video. But then after this, warm-ups with tongue twisters are fantastic. And you should find as many tongue twisters you can and find the ones that are difficult. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Right? That is a tongue twister that's all about the tip of the tongue and L's. And some people have trouble with the letter L. What a to-do to die today at a minute or two till two. A thing distinctly hard to say, but harder still to do. For they'll beat it at 2, at 20 to 2, with a rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-2, and the dragon will come when he hears the drum at a minute or two till two today at a minute or two till two. You do that as many times as you can until that phoneme is well lubricated in your mind and in your mouth, right? She stood on the balcony, inexplicably mimicking him hiccuping and amicably welcoming him in. She stood on the balcony, inexplicably mimicking him hiccuping and amicably welcoming him in. Let's see what others there are. I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's mate, and I'm only plucking pheasants till the pheasant plucker's, because the pheasant plucker's late. I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's son, and I'm only plucking pheasants till the pheasant pluckers come. Find the ones that work for you. I will provide you with a list of them so that you can try them all out. If you find one that gives you trouble, it means one of two things. You're unaccustomed to pairing phonemes, sounds, that are in that tongue twister together with the ones that are next to it, right? Pairing those things up. And so you have difficulty getting from one to the other because you haven't practiced that, just like you haven't practiced this or that, right? So it's about teaching your mouth to do this, learning it, doing it over and over again until it becomes easier. But. BTGT over and over again. But. Let's start there. We'd say that 7 times and then say but. But on the 8th. Right? We can pick up the pace. But. Faster. 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 And so you go until you break. And then you keep working at that speed where you broke. Right? KTPT. Katapata. We say it 7 times and then say cut. Katapata, 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 cut. Faster. Katapata, 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 cut. Faster. Katapata, 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 cut. Faster. Katapata, katapata, katapata. So you find your pace, right? And then dugga-budda. And we end with Doug. Dugga-budda, 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 Doug. Faster. Dugga-budda, 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 Doug. Faster. Dugga-budda, 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 Doug. Faster and faster until you find your breaking point. But just practicing those physical scales, right, is about teaching your speech mechanism what to do. And then you can go on to tongue twisters. But this is a good vocal warm-up. So warm up your voice before you come into class, because the more relaxed it is, the easier it will communicate how you feel. And it will be naturally attached to expressing that because it's not tense.